Good morning everyone. I am Alisher Turakulov and this is Central Asia trip with Alex. Now I am in one of the wonderful countries of Central Asia. I am in Republic Tajikistan. 2 days I am going to stay in the province of Tajikistan. The name is Penjikent. Penjikent is 50 kilometers far from Samarkand. I had early woke up and I had a border crossing between two countries, between Uzbekistan and Republic Tajikistan. When you cross the border, you cannot film on the custom between two countries. Today and tomorrow I am going to explore the city Penjikent. Today we have a long drive for the 7 lakes, which is located in the Zaravshan mountains, and I am going to stay one night in one of the settlements of the Penjikent region of Republic Tajikistan. I have worked with several travel agencies where I did the trips in Central Asian countries, especially in 5-star countries with foreigners, and I have friends in each country of Central Asia. And today I am going to work with my friend whose name is Faridun, who is the owner one of the travel agencies, one of the best travel agencies in Tajikistan. My dear friends, today Khurshid is going to be my driver and guide in a wonderful country Tajikistan. He is a brother of my friend Faridun. Faridun is waiting for us in the settlement. What is the name of the settlement? Как называется кишлак, где мы останемся?
Gaza.
In the settlement Gaza. Let's explore new country for you.
Crossing the border took about 20 minutes. I arrived early and there were almost no people. From 8 a.m. till the 10 a.m. morning, borders are very crowded, especially on weekends. Before to visit Republic Tajikistan, you should check, do you need visa or not? If I'm not mistaken, the citizens of UK, United Kingdom, they should have a visa to this country.
The first place which I highly recommend you to visit when you cross the border between Penjikent and Samarkand is the remains of the ruins of ancient Sarazms, or the city Sarazm, if I'm not mistaken. This ruins has 5,500 historical years, and the ancient city Sarazm was exist very close to the river Zaravshan. And this side of the Tajikistan, the mountains of the Tajikistan, we call it Zaravshan mountains. Zar, which means gold in Tajik language.
Sarazm is oldest settlement of the secondary people of the Central Asia, who lived from the 1st millennium to the end of the 3rd millennium BC. In 2010, Sarazm was included in the list of World Heritage Site. Sarazm located on the territory of Tajikistan, 15 km west of the regional center of Penjikent, on the left bank of the river Zaravshan. Well-preserved place and religious buildings, public and residential buildings are of the great historical and cultural value. At the excavation site, metal and stone items were found, as well as numerous jewelry made from the precious stone and processed seashells.
In the territory of the ruins of the ancient Sarazm, it's possible to see the models of the house or models of settlement which will exist here 2000 years ago. And nowadays in the ruins of Sarazm they opened a new museum. I was in this place in 2019 with a big group from Canada. In that time museum was not exist. Now I'm going to come inside of the museum and I will try to explore and show you some artifacts which they keep in this museum.
This museum has 2 floors, and this museum keeps the rare artifacts which were excavated on the territory of Sarazm. Excavations were carried out here in the 70s and 80s of the 20th century. The most important artifact is the grave of skeleton of princes who lived on the territory of ancient Sarazm 5,500 years ago. Life in Sarazm froze about 3,000 years ago. Historians claim that cause was climate change and drought. People left this place and began to live close to the river Zarafshan, where the city of Penjikent appeared. Panj, it means palm, Kent, it means city. Penjikent in Tajik language means a city in the palm of your hand. We went to the city of Penjikent after finishing with museum Penjikent, which is located 15 kilometers far from ancient Sarazm. I was still sleepy and Khurshid invited me to the tea house where we drank a cup of coffee.
When you are gonna have a chance to visit this wonderful city Penjikent, I highly recommend you to have one lunch or one dinner in Chaykhana Sayohat. Chaykhana, it means tea house. Sayohat, it means travel, where they cook the traditional food of the country Tajikistan. And the founder of this Chaykhana was the man who was the founder of tourism in the city Penjikent after the collapse of USSR. In this Chaykhana, there is also a small museum which was founded by Sharif Badalov, where they still keep the artifacts, the rare things which was explored, which was founded by Sharif Badalov in the territory of current Penjikent and Tajikistan. Sharif Badalov worked as a guide in USSR in the Penjikent. After the collapse of USSR, he also worked in the independent Tajikistan as a guide. Sharif Badalov was the owner of this Chaykhana, who was the founder of tourism in the city Penjikent. Nowadays his son Divashtich is working in this sphere, and he is the owner of this Chaykhana.
After a coffee break, we went to the highest point of the city Penjikent, where Khurshid showed me the ruins of ancient Penjikent.
We have just arrived to the highest point of ancient Penjikent, where it's possible to see the ruins of the ancient Penjikent. Before, Penjikent was located a little bit far from the Zarafshan river. That's because you know that in that time the size of the rivers were bigger rather than now. That because of the climate changes, nowadays we have the few water. And the second function was if the city was on the natural hill, it was easy to protect the city. Now my guide and my driver Khurshid is gonna show me the ruins of ancient Penjikent, where I'm going to show you the beautiful view to the Zarafshan mountains and the city Penjikent also.
Ruins were excavated in 1946 by Soviet archaeologists. According to the historical date, the city arose in the 5th century AD, and in the 6th and 7th centuries AD, the city beat the highest point from everything. But in 8th century, inhabitants of this city, they rebelled against the Arabian conquerors, and the city was destroyed by Arabian warriors. Before the leaving for the mountains, we were in a hurry to stop for the local bazaar to buy some local fruits, since it was hot. In a hot weather, we didn't really like to eat anything, so we decided to buy some seasoned fruits, which was enough for us for whole day. The local bazaar of the city Penjikent is not that big, but it's very crowded. Residents of the city mainly shop in this bazaar. Here you can find everything for your household needs.
The local bazaar of the city Penjikent is very crowded. That's because still in Central Asia, bazaars are quite popular and bazaars attract more citizens rather than the supermarkets. Supermarkets are also available, but I think you don't want to come from Europe, from States, just to see the supermarket. Bazaars are more interesting. In Central Asia, traders of the dry fruit, they are Tajikians. They are very good trade. I mean, they always were very good on the trading of the dry fruits.
When we finished with bazaar, my guide Khurshid convinced me to have a lunch, since we had a long day and I could get hungry. We went to the local cafe, which is located in the city center. On the way, suddenly I saw the monument of the founder of the Tajik nation, whose name is Ismail Samani. Taj means crown, Jik means nation. If you translate the word Tajik from the Tajik language into the English, it means that the nation which has a crown.
Now me and my driver in small chaykhana like this, or small local cafe, where we are gonna have the lunch together with him. I just ordered one portion of cabbage soup, as weather is a little bit hot. We don't want to eat anything. My guide is helping me to translate the word Tajik word into the Russian language. That because we citizens of Uzbekistan, we speak in Turkish dialect. Citizens of Tajikistan, they speak in Farsi dialect.
We had a full lunch and we went toward the 7 lakes. The road took about an hour to the first lake. On the way, we passed through the rivers. There was a small rain. I will be honest, if you want to come to the 7 lakes, it is better to use the service of the travel agency. Tajikistan is a developing country in Central Asia. 95% of the territory of Tajikistan are mountains. Population of this country is 6 million. After the collapse of USSR, this country survived a civil war. Tajikistan is a very safe country. Even this country survived a civil war.
My dear followers, we have just reached the first lake. These lakes are located like a 35-kilometer far from Penjikent, and I highly recommend you to use the service of travel agencies. That because roads are a little bit dangerous, then in this place it's very easy to get loose. That is why you need the professional driver and professional guides who knows this place. This is the first lake. The name of the lake, if you translate from Tajik language into the English language, it means eyelash, and all 7 lakes looks different. Here is the color of the water is different. The second, the third, and the 5, we are going to see the 6th one. And you see now it's raining. I was very lucky with weather. This is the second lake. The name of this lake is Soya, which means shade. If in the first lake the color of water was dark blue, here in the second lake the color of water is dark green. Guys, I cannot describe, I cannot depict the beauty of this place. Uzbeks has proverb. They always say, it is better to see one time rather than hear 1,000 times. This is the third lake. Unfortunately, I couldn't translate it from Tajik language into the English language. That because this language is absolutely different for me. But here, the color of the water is light green. Guys, you should really see this place with me. If anybody wants to come to Tajikistan, and if anybody wants to come to the Samarkand, please text me to my direct. You can text me from direct to my Instagram page.
The distance between the lakes is not so long and is not so far. You can walk or you can do the hiking. But before the first lake, you need definitely use the service of the driver and guide. Each lake has different appearance. The Fann mountains of Republic Uzbekistan also have unique appearance. Each lake has a different color, but the water in each lake is very cold like ice. I was lucky in that day. Weather was cloudy and it was not so hot. Before coming to the 7 lakes, you need to do all of your shopping in the city, since there are no shops here. But you need to take 10 liters of water with yourself, as these places are very clean. I didn't see any garbage, which I was very happy about, and I will be glad if you keep this place clean.
This is the 6th lake. Me and my driver and guide Suhrab, we are gonna have a nice picnic lunch here. View is outstanding. As I mentioned above, it's impossible to depict it, it's impossible to describe it by words. The most important thing is you should see it with real eyes. I have an Instagram page. If anybody wants to visit this wonderful place, you can apply me from Instagram. I also have my contacts. WhatsApp and Telegram is available in this number, and I hope that in the future the last lake, the 7th lake, I will explore with you.
When we finished with lakes, we went to the village. The name of the village is Gaza. The village Gaza is located on the middle of the Fann mountains, where my friend Faridun was waiting for me. The road between the 7 lakes and the village Gaza took about 2 hours of driving. I managed to sleep on the way. When we arrived at Gaza village, it was early dark. I had early border crossing and I was very tired. In the next day, I continued my filming. I checked into a guest house in the village of Gaza. The conditions in this guest house are very good. Conditions are like in a hotel. The next day, my friend Faridun showed me the beauty of the Fann mountains. When we arrived in the village of Gaza, there was a group of the tourists from Canada and Australia who were traveling through the Central Asia.
Okay, my dear followers, it's time to show you my friend whose name is Faridun, who has been working in the sphere of tourism of Republic Tajikistan more than 20 years, which speaks in excellent American English, which his English better than me. He doesn't have any Kazakh and Uzbek charming English pronunciation, and he's gonna be my guide today in the Fann Mountains.
Hello, my name is Faridun. I'm working in tourism sector more than 20 years, especially in Fann mountains of Tajikistan. Now we are in the settlement of Gaza village, which located in the middle of Fann mountains, and here some guest houses which tourists stay and overnight here in this beautiful place. And from here it's possible hiking itinerary. It's for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's maximum 15 days. Because in the Fann mountains located about 30 lakes, 30 beautiful lakes. The biggest lakes is Iskandarkul, which located in the altitude 2,200 meters. It's possible also from Gaza village hiking tours to Iskandarkul. It takes minimum 3 days from here hike to Iskandarkul lakes. Usually in Fann mountains 4 entrance gates which possible drive by car, and from there starting hike to different part of Fann mountains. For example, from here it's possible hike 1 day about 4 kilometer hike to the up, and they are located one very beautiful valley which name is Khushtarita. In Khushtarita valley located 3 beautiful lakes. First lake's name Murghobi, the second name is Soya, and the third one is Nahang. Usually it's possible also hike from here one night, stay there in the tent and back again to Gaza village. It's also from Gaza village it's possible hiking tour to one beautiful places in Fann mountains, 7 lakes. It takes from here to 7 lakes hike 3 days. Usually it goes through the Sarmad Valley and through the pass Tobasan, which 3,300 the top. From the top, very beautiful view of the panorama of mountains. And also from here, located 8 kilometers from here, located one very ancient village, which name is Voru. Voru village. It's possible also hike from here to Voru village or drive by car. And I welcome you to Tajikistan, and we will be happy to see you in our beautiful mountainous country.
The features of this guest house is located on the altitude of 1,400 meters, and my friend Faridun is owner of this place, and he gave me very nice accommodation which I want to share with you. But as we are on the altitude, we are on the mountains, sometimes they can not have the electricity here. That is why it is better if you have the power bank with yourself. They give me the room number 4. Inside they have very good conditions. This is the room for the 3 packs, very clean, and the thing which I really like is it's possible to have wonderful panorama view for the Fann mountains of Republic Tajikistan. A river is also available and you can hear the noise of the river also. In each room there is a bathroom inside. You will not have to go to the outside for the one bathroom or for WC room as it's common in the many guest house of Central Asia. Everything, all of the condition is located inside of your room. After a long day of hike, if you are tired and you want to have a rest and you want to sit and enjoy with sunset, you have the good chances in this guest house. This because this guest house has wonderful terrace which also opens the beautiful view for the Fann mountains of Republic Tajikistan. You can have a glass of red wine, you can have a bottle of beer and just enjoy with nature. That's because these mountains are different. In the morning, noon, afternoon, especially close to the sunset, these mountains looks absolutely different. And if you are also blogger like me or beginner blogger like me and you want to film the content about the Central Asia with drones, in Tajikistan, in Kyrgyzstan, in Kazakhstan, drones are permitted. You can bring your drone and film the content about Tajikistan in this place. If you are lazy like me, if you don't want to do the hike, there is a good chance in this place they have cars to do the hike. And Faridun now wants to show me the village Voru, which is 8 kilometers far from here, where it's possible to walk and where it's possible to drive by car. And this is the brother of Faridun, my guide from yesterday, Khurshid. Faridun, I guess, say something please. Show your face. Say hello.
Hello, let's go Voru.
Yeah, okay.
I really like these places. There is no city noise here. People are very kind. Everything they eat, they grow by themselves. I especially like the river that flows through this valley, especially that noise which is coming from the river also. This place will help you to forget your problems, to take your mind off from the city life and teach you to appreciate what you have. If you are very active and you like to hike in the mountains, then you can walk to the village Voru. The journey will take about 2 hours. Everything which you need to take with yourself: fresh water. The distance between the guest house and village Voru is 8 kilometers. Voru, translated from the Sogdian language, means that the village with open face. Ancient Sogdians once lived in this valley. That is why many names of this village are coming from Sogdian language. The Sogdians were once very rich merchants who lived on the territory of Samarkand and Penjikent. This village is located at the altitude of 2000 meters above the level of Caspian Sea. The village is very green as there are a lot of trees in this village, which makes the village very cool on hot summer days.
Now we are walking in the settlement Voru and Faridun is my guide. The word Voru was taken from ancient Sogdian language. Later Faridun is going to explain the meaning of Voru. I understand one thing: everything which the citizens of this settlement eat is natural, and I think that they are very healthy. Now we are going to, Faridun is going to show me the point of the filming where it's possible to take some outstanding videos and photos, the panorama view of this settlement. Hello, welcome to Tajikistan, sir. Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, very
Do you-
nice.
Do you like this country?
Yes, indeed.
Are you enjoying?
Yeah, having
How
fun.
many Central Asian countries did you visit before?
Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan.
This is the third country.
Yeah.
Inshallah, you are going to visit Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan also.
Also, yes.
Do you recommend Central Asia for the foreigners?
Do I?
Do you recommend to travel to the Central Asia for
Yeah.
the foreigners? Do you like it?
Yeah. Encourage it.
I,
Yeah.
I hope that it's not your last trip for the Central Asia. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find out exact number of the people who lived in this village, but in this village there are more than 1,000 houses that are built from mountain stones. A very interesting fact about these houses is the roofs of these houses serves as a road where residents of this village usually walks.
Faridun is a little bit tired,
I think.
and Faridun promised me to show the best pilaf of Tajikistan. He says that the best pilaf in Tajikistan is in the Penjikent, in this village. But we have to continue the filming the content in this settlement. Then we are gonna have a lunch. The citizens of this settlement also make some local handicrafts, souvenirs, and there is a master shop in this settlement also, whereas the master is working on the iron.
Bu grubu sarmış her hafta sefer.
The thing which is really surprised me in this village of Voru is that residents of this village do not have the same living conditions as you and I, but they don't complain about their life. In this village there is a local school where the children of this village study. Every resident of this village is ready to invite you to their home for a cup of hot tea. If you stay with them for a short time, they will prepare for you a hot meal, since guests in this place is very respected by locals. I hope once in your life you will come and visit this place. After we finished with Voru village, we went back to the guest house. On the way, my friend Faridun invited me for the lunch to try Tajik pilaf, which was prepared for the tourists from Canada and Australia.
we have finished with our trip to the settlement Voru, and Faridun just invited me to the Semiganj camping place where we are gonna taste the Tajik pilaf. In Central Asia, it's still disputable who cooks the best pilaf, Uzbeks, Tajiks or Turkmens. If you have been to the Central Asia, please write in the comments where you tried the best pilaf. I will be very glad to hear your opinion. Pilaf is considered the national dish of the citizens of Central Asia. Pilaf, which is cooked over the wood, has special taste. Pilaf consists of several ingredients like rice, meat, onion, carrots, spices, and raisins. Every region is famous with its pilaf, and residents of every Central Asian country believe that they cook the best pilaf in their country.
Hani kuponda çoğu yaklaşık veremane geçti. Ha. Beni.
To tell you true, it's my first time being in the Fann mountains, and I made the decision that this place and this settlement, that homestay, hotel where I had a one night, has all of the opportunities and conditions to serve the foreigners. And I hope that in future I will come to this place with you guys, my dear followers. I have just tasted Uzbek, not Uzbek, I'm sorry, Tajik pilaf. It looks also very tasty. You see, they have a very good place. They have a special construction where you can sit and enjoy eating the Tajik pilaf close to the river, and you can hear the noise of the river, enjoying with view of the Fann mountains. After the lunch, we headed back to the border. The journey between the village Gaza and border took about an hour and a half. On the way, I managed to take some videos where I had a beautiful view of the nature. That because a day before it was dark and I couldn't film. If you like this video, please like it and write in the comments what would you like to know about this country. Thank you very much for your attention. Your guide from Central Asia, Alex.